What's up? What's up? What's up, fam? A 1, 2, 3, a 3, a 2, 1.
What up, folks? Back from Tony's vacation.
Yeah, vacation, fam.
Big Tone taking vacation all the time.
Yeah, fam. I had to use my government name. You know what that means.
Yeah.
But I'm here, living large, fam. I'm out. The clink. I'm just kidding, fam. You know, Big Tone don't roll that way. But fam, man, spring ball in effect.
Yes, sir. Wrapping up spring season for us. Get ready going to the camp season, baby.
Oh yeah. Watch that word though, man. Watch that word.
Oh
yeah. Our director is on it. She
knew we wasn't talking about that.
We got the best director in the world.
We do.
Sometimes we get that sidekick, but we got the best director.
We got the best director. Yeah.
But fam, so we're here, fam, to tell you that what's going on with Mason Dixon. So first of all, fam, we're only going to talk about this episode about Mason Dixon and what we got going on, and the 10 things. Actually, it's probably like 14 things.
That's a minute thing
that you should do. Fam.
It's a minute thing.
So, fam, the one thing we want to talk about with you today is for those of you who know, and those of you who know, and for those of you who know, we want to talk to y'all about our Mason Dixon JPD football camp.
YPD.
Okay, YPD football camp. Y stand for Youth Player Development, and that's going on. What's the date there, Coach? He don't even know. Fam, June.
That's why I just say camp.
Yeah.
I just take camp, baby. Yeah. That's all I need to say is camp.
June 2nd.
You know what's up?
3rd, 4th, and 5th. And the first YPD, excuse me. So I'm so used to when we were doing it for the NFL, we called it JPD, but now which was junior player development. Now it's youth player development. So it's a youth player development football camp. And what we're doing during that youth football development camp is we're going to have various coaches from around the DMV that are going to be participating in there. And so you might be saying to yourself, why should my child attend a youth player development camp? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Coach, I'm going to give you 2 reasons right off the bat.
Okay. What you got?
Both of them have to do with skill development.
What?
So, fam, this is reason number 1 and 2. It all surrounds skill development. First of all, by having your child attend the Mason Dixon YPD Youth Development Camp, Youth Player Development Camp, you can develop your fundamental techniques. Okay, and that's one of the things we're going to work on.
So fundamentals. Hold on. Don't go too far. Don't fast. Don't go too pause. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Fundamentals. We talking about like 3-point stance?
Basics, Coach. We're talking about teaching your child basics, the skills of football, such as passing, catching, running, punting, tackling, basic football skills.
So we're teaching them how to do the diamond for catching?
Coach, pinkies together, thumbs together. We're teaching them all.
We're teaching them how to put the arms up for.
Yeah, inside elbow pointing towards the quarterback, thumb down, elbows up. We're teaching them how to drive them knees. We're teaching them same shoulder, same foot, same shoulder, run them over.
All right.
That's what we're teaching them.
So we're teaching them stances for receivers. We're teaching them the proper stance.
Coach, we're teaching them proper stance. We're teaching them diamond releases.
Okay. So that's fundamental.
We're teaching. So the first thing is fundamental.
Are we teaching them tackling?
Yeah, we're teaching. Coach, let me go through it again.
I just want to make sure, man.
On the fundamental section, the fundos, when we're doing fundamentals, we're going to be teaching the basics. Skills. And look, we're going to have a lot of young men, a lot of young players out here who've never played the game of football before.
Coach, I've had some high school kids come up in the running back position and not know how to take a handoff.
Coach.
Come on, man. So we got to teach this.
So we're going to teach the basics. So if your child has never played football before, is interested in football, or he's a beginner in the game of football, this camp is for you, our YPD, because we're going to teach you the basic skills of football. Again, we're going to teach basic skills of football, such as passing, such as catching, such as running, such as punting, such as tackling, that's what we're going to teach.
But this is a multi-day camp, right, Coach?
Oh, Coach, no, this is our YPD. So this is going from 6 in the evening to 8 in the evening, but it's multiple days. Yeah,
that's what I said. It's a multiple day camp. So we can't be teaching fundamentals every day.
No, Coach. Let me finish.
All right, come on.
I'm still staying with the skill development. Okay.
All right. So
then we're going to have advanced techniques. Okay. And our advanced techniques, we're going to have advanced techniques such as running routes. Okay. We're going to have advanced techniques such as defensive coverages. All right. We're going to have advanced techniques such as offensive plays and defensive plays.
Oh, we get the right plays too.
Oh, Coach, we're going to teach you. We're going to like that DB out there. If you're a short DB, we're going to teach you how not to get beat by a jump ball. Okay. You're going to learn how not to get beat by a jump ball, even though you're giving up height. How not to get. You're going to learn how to play the ball. You're going to learn how to play the hands. You're going to learn how to be able to play a switch route. Okay, in our advanced techniques as a DB, you're gonna coach. You're also gonna learn, how to play a smash concept. Yes, one player can play both smash concepts. Okay. You're gonna learn those types of things. You're gonna learn in our advanced technique what a cover 1 is, what cover 2, what cover 3, and cover 4 is. Okay, but we're gonna progress you through that. And from an offensive standpoint, we're gonna teach you the routes. We're gonna come up with your basic routes. So you're gonna learn how to run a slant. Correct way, a razor, because a razor is different than a slant. You're going to learn how to run a post the correct way. You're going to learn how to run a fade the correct way, a dig the correct way, a hitch, and how to release. We're going to teach you how to release on those routes.
So this sounds like a good football camp.
Coach, for the advanced techniques, we're going to go over teaching them, the diamond release, for receivers. For O-line, we're going to teach you the basics. We're going to teach you how to run block. We're going to teach you pass blocking skills. We're going to teach you the kick step. We're going to tell you how to strike. We're going to tell you how to do an inside run block. We're also going to teach you how to combo block, and we're going to teach you how to combo block, by doing 2 things, Coach, in the combo block. We're going to teach you the Crowther step, first of all, and we're going to teach you the Gallop step, and as I go through these, look it up, parents. These are the things we're going to go over for the O-line, D-line. For the D-line, Coach, we're going to teach them how to, push and pull. We're going to teach them how to use their hands because we want to see you play with heavy hands. Get off. Get off is going to be important for that D-line. We want to teach you get off. We want to teach you how to bull rush. We want to teach you how to spin. Those are all advanced techniques, Coach. And for the quarterback, first of all, quarterback. We're going to teach you how to take the ball from a shotgun, how to take it from underneath center. We're going to teach you your drops. We're going to teach you your progressions in that drop. We're going to teach you how to read the defense so you'll know they're in a cover 1 man. Or you'll know they're giving you cover 2. And you know what? When you know what they're we're going to teach you. We're going to go advanced. So we're going to go fundamentals and advanced techniques, Coach. So that now, Coach, the other thing, the benefit of going to a YPD camp is the physical fitness.
Oh, yeah.
Physical fit. Now, I might not have mentioned it to you. We're in helmets and shoulder pads, fam.
Helmets and shoulder pads.
This is a padded camp. Now, safety, is first, but it is a padded camp. Okay. So those who have never played tackle football, you can get used to wearing helmets and shoulder pads and know how to take them on. Put them on and take them off. So if it's your first time, you don't want to be at your first practice and get embarrassed because you don't know how to put on your shoulder pads or you don't know how to fit your helmet. You're going to learn that. That's part of what this camp is about. And then we're going to go into the physical fitness of this camp. First of all, Coach, we're going to go over the physical fitness. It's got 2 characters we're going to cover. We're going to cover 1, strength and conditioning. Okay. So in our camp, Coach, we're going to incorporate strength and conditioning exercises, because we want to improve the players' overall athleticism. Okay. And we're going to do that by getting you stronger. Okay. We're going to do exercises that once you leave this camp, you can continue using these exercises at home and on your own. And we're going to get you conditioned. Okay. We're going to get you conditioned to how to exert your strength, how to blow off that ball, come back and do it again. But the second part of physical fitness, Coach, that we're going to teach them is agility and speed.
Agility and speed?
Agility and speed. Now, fam, there is no substitute for 2 things. There's no substitute for size and strength, and there's no substitute for speed and agility. Okay, those are just, there's no substitute for them. But you can improve those.
Yes, you can.
You can get stronger,
yes,
and you can get faster. And one of the things we're going to teach you on this camp, we're going to teach you how to have violent feet. We hear us talk about violent hands. You got to also have violent feet. So we're going to go over, the agility portion, speed, how to get in and out of your breaks, how to make a break on the ball, planting with the correct foot and coming down the hill. We're going to get you quicker and more explosive on the field. That's our goal, to get you quicker and more explosive on that field. All right. No matter what level you are, if you're an experienced player, you're going to come back even faster, more explosive. If you're a brand new player to the game, you're going to learn how to be explosive. I'm getting excited, Coach.
Yeah, I see you are. I see you are.
You know how to be explosive. So those are the things we're going to add, Coach. Then the third thing we're going to have, look, this is actually I'm getting ready to give you number 5 and 6.
Number 5 and 6,
Coach.
Come on, man.
Mental toughness. You cannot play this game.
You got to be mentally tough.
You cannot play this game without mental toughness. And what do I mean by mental toughness? There's two aspects to that.
What's that?
2 aspects of mental toughness is discipline and focus.
Did you say discipline?
Coach, discipline.
Discipline.
Well, you know what I found out, Coach? I found out that players and the youth, they actually like discipline.
They do.
They'll come kicking and screaming the whole way, but they understand discipline is love. That's what these young guys understand, that if you're disciplining them, that you love them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we love our players.
Yes,
even if we only have them for a day, we still love them, because we love anyone who's willing to strap it up and try this beautiful, beautiful game of football.
Yeah, you love anyone that's still and listen to you. That's what it is.
As long as they got helmet and shoulder pads on, yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, as long as they're playing,
they're trying to learn the game, right?
As long as they're playing the game, Coach. Discipline and focus. We're going to instill discipline in the players and the ability to focus.
Discipline is a big word, man. Because you're talking about discipline, not only about being your attitude, being disciplined. We're talking about being disciplined on the field, like
Coach,
not jumping off sides, not doing silly penalties.
Yeah,
that takes
because it costs the team.
Yes,
right. Being undisciplined.
Yes,
it takes away from a player from being the best that they can be, but it takes away from the team too.
Yes,
and it takes away from the coaching, because when a coach has to redirect you, because you're not disciplined, that means he's not coaching you where you should be, or he's not coaching your teammates where he should be, or he's not planning like he should be. So discipline is important. And with our discipline, again, we want to focus on the task at hand. That's what we mean by
discipline and focus.
So when we focus, we want you to focus. If you know you're going to run block, we want you to focus on your job right then and there. Not on the next job.
Right.
Not on the job just happened.
Right.
But the focus on the task in front of you right now. That's what we mean by discipline and focus. So mental toughness is discipline and focus.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So what you got next? Some more mental toughness?
Coach.
Some more mental
I'm not done with it.
You're not done with that.
Resilience.
Ooh.
Resilience. You cannot play this game without resilience. Okay? Because you're going to be dealing with challenges. You're going to be dealing with setbacks. You're going to be dealing with, with that all along the way in this crucial game of football. There'll be parts of the game where you're going to need resilience. Okay? And we're going to help players develop resilience. Okay? How to bounce back from a setback. Yeah, you jumped off sides. You weren't disciplined. But let's get you focused. Let's get you focused now and resilience. But we're going to focus on resilience throughout the camp. Okay. We're going to working on, their listening technique and then comprehending what we're trying to convey. Coach, that's what, and we're going to have various level coaches, working with various level of age groups, Coach, because the age groups, we start at 6 years old. It's 6
you?
Coach. We started at 6. So we're broken up. We got 6, 7, and 8-year-olds together. Okay, because they're about the same mentality, 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, 8.
Then we're putting 9, 10, and 11 together.
Okay.
And then we're putting 12, 13, and 14 together.
Okay.
So even if you're in 8th grade going into high school, this is a good camp for you to start getting ready.
Yes.
To impress your high school coach when you set foot.
You have some good high school working with his coach?
Coach, we're going to get into that.
Okay.
I'm just
on
on number 6, Coach,
We
of the
jumping
benefit
ahead, man.
of attending
can't
the
wait,
Mason-Dixon YPD camp.
Keep talking about this
Yeah,
stuff.
Mason-Dixon YPD camp.
All right.
Coach, and that's going to happen again June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Pilate High School.
At Pilate.
From 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
You know, get here a little early.
Yes, sir.
But we ain't staying late. Okay.
Hold on. I heard that wasn't the only one.
Well, Coach, that's the first one. That's in June. That's in June.
What about? Is there another YPD or that's the only YPD?
Coach, the other one is what I call the mega camp.
Right.
That's our mega camp, and that's going to happen July 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Gotcha.
So that's happening. That's happening in July. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's July.
Yeah. And that's happening at Mount St. Joe's High School. And when I say mega camp, we're going to have various private school coaches, but we're going to get to that. The other benefit of attending Mason-Dixon's YPD.
Let's get back on track.
You threw me off with it.
Get back on track.
I can't mention the mega camp.
Come on.
With coaches from, all private schools, without. Now I got to go into the benefit, but I'm going to
go back to the benefit.
I'm going to back
What's
up.
the fourth benefit?
I'm going to back up.
You started with the third one.
Coach, not fourth. I'm on number 7.
All right,
I'm just breaking it down to you into categories.
Okay, the category mental toughness.
So mental toughness was the category, but resilience was the 6th benefit you're going to get by attending the YPD.
All right, is that the end of that category?
I'm going to go into number 7 and 8, and they both surround teamwork and leadership.
What?
Teamwork and leadership, guys.
Okay.
And that's what you're going to get from this camp. Players are going to be on a team, and they're going to learn the importance of teamwork and cooperation. They're going to learn, the old saying, there's no I in team. And there isn't. There's no I in team. Now, it takes an individual that's part of the team, so you got to do your part as an individual, but we're going to teach you what teamwork is and what cooperation is, how to move together as one, even though you're multiples, how to win as a team, and how to lose and bounce back as a team. We're going to have many team activities in this camp. We're going to have team competitions in this camp. So you're going to have to rely on your teammate. In the game of football, no man does it alone. Just like in life, you can't do it alone. You need teamwork. You need someone there to help you, someone to guide you, someone to be part of your team. I don't care if you're a married couple, you're a team. If you have a spouse, you're a team. If you're on a workplace, you're a team. You got a team there. Even in school, you got a team. So one of the things we're going to talk about teamwork and leadership is the collaboration, of players with learning the importance of teamwork and cooperation.
All right.
But the next thing, Coach, that surrounds, again, teamwork and what's the second word? Leadership.
Okay.
Is the leadership skills.
All right.
This camp is going to provide opportunity for players to step up and lead their peers. Be leaders.
Be leaders, okay.
That's because in the
we're
end,
looking for leaders.
Coach, the world is looking for leaders.
We're looking for
not
leaders.
just me.
We're going to develop leaders. We're
looking for leaders. This YPD. And this YPD camp is going to provide opportunities for players to step up and lead their peers.
Got it.
Okay. And that's what we're going to do. So, Coach, I'm almost getting tired because I'm already at 8 benefits, and I'm not even done. So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you give everybody number 9 and 10, Coach.
Hey, number 9. We're talking about our social interaction, baby. We got to be socially interactive. You got to know how to work with that team. You said you're gonna have teamwork and leadership. Well, you got to know how to interact with your guys. Okay, you got to be able to socially interact. And you got to have some fun out here, man. We can't just be all work and no play, man. We got to have some fun.
So social interaction. You're talking about. One of the benefits of this camp, Coach, they can developing and new friends.
Yep, they can get new friends. They're gonna have
and they can bond with those friends.
Oh
wow.
With people
while sharing the passion of football.
Exactly.
Okay. So that also that to me, Coach, that sounds like fun and camaraderie.
Yep.
It sounds like social interactions when you talk about this camp.
Not just that.
You're talking about it creates an environment where kids can make new friends.
That's right.
Right? Is that what you're saying? New friends. And bond over the game of football.
Yeah, but it's not just that. We're going to have positive experiences, Coach. You have positive experiences that's going to foster lifetime and lifelong love for the game, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what's going to happen, man. They're going to have all these positive experiences. They're going to have the social interactions.
Mhm.
They'll be meeting new friends. They'll be learning. They're going to collaborate. They're going to have discipline and focus, man. They're going to learn strength and conditioning, agility. Man, they're going to become lifelong friends with these guys that have the same common goal of loving the game. So that's what we're talking about, man. We're talking about having that social interaction, that positive experience. And that's what we're talking about, man. And then, you know, what else we going to do, Coach?
Coach, well, we talked about, instilling, discipline and work ethics in these young men. But, the one thing we haven't reached about, I mean, and that, Coach, we're up to 10. We've given you 10 reasons.
10 good reasons.
10 reasons to attend the Mason-Dixon YPD camp happening here at Pilates. And I say here because everyone can see we're at Pilates, fellas. Fam, here at Pilates on June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What age groups?
We have 3 age groups.
Yep.
But we have 3 ages within that age group.
Okay.
So we have 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, 8.
That's age group 1. We have 8, 9, and 10. That's age group. No, 9, 10, and 11. That's age group 2. Then we have 12, 13, and 14 in age group 3. And Coach, our flyer gives them all the information.
Yes.
So on social media, pay attention to the flyer. It's all over social media right now.
Yes.
Matter of fact, it's here for you to see too.
It's been sent out to some of your coaches. They sending it out. So the information is getting out there, Coach. It's going out to everybody.
Right. And it's out there for free out to see, fam. And we want you to take the time and read it and understand, our age groups. So in our age groups, you can see that our age groups are broken down to various parts. And then, our flyer is right there for you to see right now. It's June 2nd
through the
5th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Pilates High School. Yep. And then again, we're going to have it in Baltimore, our Baltimore camp.
The mega camp,
July 8th, 9th, 10th is when it is. July 8th, again, it's from 6 p.m. at Mount St. Joe's High School, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about the benefit of our camp, Coach, is mentoring. Mentoring.
And role models.
Dads, moms, one of the things you're going to get from this camp is mentoring and role models.
Mentoring and role models.
And here's you're going to get mentoring from us as coaches. We as coaches, we've raised young men. We've taught in the game of football. We've used the game of football to be the porch, the starting block for these young men in developing into men. Because in the end, it isn't football players that we're raising as coaches. No, what we're raising fathers and we're raising husbands. And these young men will eventually become fathers and husbands. And look, the game of football, we're not leaving out the female either. If you have a daughter who's interested in the game of football, this camp is for her because, like I said, from beginning to experience, we cover all aspects. But in the mentoring portion, for us right now, your child is a student, and we want to emphasize the importance of being a student, the importance of getting the classwork done. Because if they can't get it done in the class, they can't get it done on the field. You're not going to let them play as a parent. You're going to pull them from the sport. When they get into high school, they're going to have an ineligible list. And if they're not making it in the classroom, the school isn't going to let them play. And if they can't play at the high school level, they're not going to get into college and play at the collegiate level. And if they're not playing in the collegiate level, they're never going to make it to play on Sunday. So mentoring is important. And mentoring does not mean that the male figure in that household isn't doing their job. What it does mean is children, and I've had my own boys, they will listen to their coach before they listen to their parents. Just something about it.
Oh, it's true.
Something about it.
It's real.
Coach said it, it's word.
I remember I used to call up my son's coach and say, Coach, tell him this, tell him that.
Now,
because he's always come back and say,
not on the phone, right? They didn't have phones when you were young. Not on the phone. Would you send a bird out? You get a bird with a piece of paper.
Little pigeon, huh?
Yeah, pigeon.
No.
That's what Coach Moody used a pigeon.
Man.
He used a cup with a string tied to it. Yeah, that's what, because they didn't have phones then.
We used to call him up, man. Call him up on our cell phone.
Come on, man. Now you and I both know the only cell phone you had is that phone that was inside your cell. That was the only cell phone you had. Yeah.
Here's my cell phone to call the coach. Talk to him.
But you're being part of this camp. Your child is going to have the ability to get mentoring and lifelong mentoring for these young men, because we don't hide behind our phone numbers, or our contacts, whether it be on IG, whether it be on X, formerly known as Twitter, whether it be known even on Facebook for you family that's out there on Facebook.
Right.
I mean, we're easily able to get in touch with, to mentor, to talk to them, to help them through in life, but also role models. You see, because it's about, one of the things we told you the benefit of is meeting new friends. It's funny how the game of football goes. You could have a 13-year-old and a 7-year-old's new friend is a 13-year-old. And that 13-year-old is getting, if they're in our YPD camp, they're getting mentoring, and they have had role models, and they'll see a role model. And young always looks up to the older. That's the way they do. So your child's role model might be a child who's 1 year, 3 year, 5 years older than them. I mean, that's important to have mentoring and role models. And with the YPD camp by Mason Dixon, which is happening on June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right?
Yep.
Here at Palladia High School.
Yep,
and then we got it happening again in July at Mount St. Joe's.
Yep.
On the 8th, 9th, 10th, right? 7th, 8th,
8th, 9th, and 10th.
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th at Mount St. Joe's. Again, from 6 p.m.
The mega camp.
to 8 p.m. We're going to have it. Now, Coach, we talk about the benefits, and we're already up to number 11 and 12. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about, let's talk about networking and opportunities. So I'm going to go to 13, numbers 13 and 14, why your child should attend Mason Dixon YPD camp. And let's talk about networking and opportunities. You keep on saying mega camp. Tell us what you mean by the mega camp.
Hey, all these MIAA coaches are going to be at the mega camp. Okay. Network, yes. Opportunity to get in front of a coach. Opportunity to get in front of a coach.
What's that mean?
To work with other players. Opportunity to see how you match up against another. It's like it's a mega camp. It's people.
Wow, so private schools, Coach, are expensive. I'm looking at it's colleges.
It can be.
I mean, I'm seeing private schools that some started at 18,000, and some that go up to 40,000.
Yes, sir.
So, can I reduce that cost if I get noticed by a coach?
If you get noticed by a coach and the coach see you, he might work on some numbers for you. He might want you at his school.
Oh, wow.
How bad do he want you?
So that's like money.
It could be.
For the little bit of money that a camp costs. So, fam, what I'm saying is we got the flyer up for you again. We left it there so you guys could take the notes, take a photo picture so that you don't miss the opportunities. Because we were telling you about networking.
And opportunity.
And opportunities. So that's
Yeah.
number 13 and 14 to
Yes,
attend
it
the
is.
camp for
13 and
networking
14.
opportunities.
Yep.
So when we talk about this mega camp, you're talking about all private coaches? I mean,
We're talking about MIAA coaches.
private coaches.
Private school coaches.
Wow. And so that can reduce the cost of them
Attending.
attending. Like, wow.
Yes, attending
Because
a private school, MIAA private school.
or any other school
Or
that
any other
attends.
school.
Because
when coaches see you and you got that opportunity to perform in front of them and that opportunity to catch their eye, that's what we're talking about, that networking and that opportunity. That opportunity to show them what you got, what you can do. And we're going to develop you all through camp. So, you're going to show them all through camp what you got. And also, you want to show them that you can listen and you're coachable. You don't want to just be out there trying to do whatever you can do and not listen to the coaches. Because you want to show them that I got talent, but I'm also coachable and I'm willing to learn and listen and get better based off of your coaching and your tutelage. So the coaches respect that and they look for that. Because they don't want just you to be out there just running around, just trying to do what you want to do. Let me show you this, coach. Let me show you that. No, show me you can be quiet and listen and learn. Okay, so that's what you want to show them also. So you want to show all phases of that. You're going to get a chance to show your talent, but you might take advantage of the opportunity when you're in front of coaches to show them that you are coachable.
Wow, Coach. So that's 14 items. And Coach, we're talking about 14 specific reasons why your child should attend the Mason-Dixon YPD
Youth
camp.
Player Development Camp.
And that's what it is, though. Youth player development.
Yes, sir.
Coach. And this is happening again.
We got one in June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Okay.
From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Pilati High School. Then we got another one in July. That's going to be July
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, ain't it? Or 8th, 9th, and
8th, 9th, and 10th. 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, I believe, Coach. Yeah, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Mount St. Joe's High School.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. And Coach, this is equipment. They're going to be in equipment. If you don't have equipment, you can rent some equipment.
Oh, yeah. We'll have equipment available for you to rent. So do not attend because you don't have access to equipment.
Right. Don't let that be a deterrent.
No, we have equipment because we want to teach you everything about the game of football in that week. And we want you to learn the fundamentals, advanced techniques. We want you to bond, have fun, to build new friends, be able to gain leadership skills and be a leader. But more importantly, you could take all this, now you take it to your team.
Yes.
Take it to your team, and when you come back, and camp starts in July for you, for most of the youth and those who are going on to high school in August, you're going to be a better player because you attended the Mason-Dixon YPD.
Yes, because you're camping with different players. You're not camping with just your same old teammates. You're camping with other players. You're going to get a chance to see where you are amongst other players. See where you rank at with those players. See how you measure up. So, yeah, join the YPD camp, man, and make it happen, man, and get better.
And fam, I can tell you, at that camp, you will most definitely see Big Tone. Big Tone going to be at that camp. We might have, we're going to have a few other surprises for you too. But it's all about developing you and getting you ready for football, for this upcoming season, and those of you come back again. Now, right now we're talking about YPD camp. We're going to come to you next week.
Sneak peek.
Next week, and we're going to talk to you about our all-day camp.
All day
during the summer. So mom, you're gonna need someone to watch your child. Why have him just babysit him?
No.
Let him learn something all day. We'll take him for the whole summer.
The
whole day during the summer. All right. We got you covered for lunch, snacks, all day. You just drop them off, go to work, and pick them up.
Oh, that fly's coming out soon.
Yeah. We're coming out soon. We're going to hit you This week we wanted to, drill down. Now the all-day camp is not a contact. It's not contact camp.
No,
It's a non-contact camp.
Long.
And it covers a lot of other stuff besides football.
Yes.
Nobody can do football 8 hours. Well, I could, but we don't expect. But it covers a lot of other things too.
Yes, sir.
But the YPD, it's in equipment. It's strictly football. Okay,
YPD.
It's focused on football, but you're going to get other benefits too, such as leadership skills and all the other things we talked about, mental toughness. We're going to develop, discipline and everything that goes along and that is needed to play this.
Hit that
fun
code
game of football.
Hit that QR code and go register, baby. Hit that QR code. It's up there.
Yes.
Hit it now. Register now. Don't let that spot get taken.
So, fam, my time is running short. I'm getting hungry. It's almost 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten all day because, I got to teach a whole class by myself, fam. All by myself. But you know what? Man got to do what a man got to do. You know what I'm saying?
That was funny.
So, fam.
That was funny. That was an inside joke.
Look, fam. So I'm saying to you, until I see you. This is Big Tone saying peace.
Coach Moody said, see you, fam. Have a good one.